Oh, I tell you, it is warm today. You can see the birds are definitely making the most of the bath that I've just put in there for them earlier. And you can see they've made a bit of splash around here, which I found really interesting because their bath was there and the water splashed over here. They were going crazy. I've never seen these pigeons this crazy about water, but for some reason they splash water into the pink mineral powder and they're going crazy over it. I don't know what is going on, but look at Apache. He's like just laying down there chilling, and he's just like eating as much pink mineral powder as he can get into him, which I find so odd. Normally they love the pink mineral powder, normally no problems at all, but I had them all before. There was like as many pigeons as you could get crammed around that little bowl, and it was just crazy. I don't know if they just think it's like some kind of pink clay and they're just going nuts on it. So I was like, interesting. I've never seen that before. So I'm like, oh, maybe hot days, I don't know, we could work on, do something with that, I think. But even Apache, he's going to be pink because he's laying down there. There's a bit of pink mineral powder there that's got wet and he's just laying in it. So he's going to be a really strange pinky color, I think, after this. But he's a strange pigeon anyway. So I'm not surprised by that behavior. And we've got the two little babies down here that are out of here. I am going to wean them out. I'll probably take them out on Saturday. It's Thursday now. But they had a bath and everything, which is really good to see. You can see now they're just like on the floor, chilling, just drying off, which is good to see. We'll most likely take them out probably in a couple of days. 83, come on, buddy. So, well, we'll see. But these two looking really, really good. We're going to have a look at a lot of babies today because we're getting around to that last sort of bit, and have a look at the other birds over in the other loft as well, because I've got the bath set up for the new birds that we got, and I want to see how well they're enjoying that. But let's just have another look at look how messy you're getting, buddy. It wouldn't matter with you because you're a weirdy pinky color diashrid anyway, but what is going on with you, huh? You're just a funny pigeon, I tell you. So we'll go through. So those two babies out of there, and they are on eggs again, which is really good. I have brought in Little Storm again. She's paired up with him. I'm sort of bringing her in or out at the moment. I was going to try and repair this cock, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm just waiting on confirmation from one more thing before we move forward with that. But worst case, if we don't repair him, we'll put these together and we might use them just to float some eggs for our potato birds. I don't know, we'll just see. It's just a lot of juggling at the moment until he gets a bit more, things just locked in, you know. It's first year, so I'm just trying to do the best I can with it. So these are the last round coming out of this hen, looking really good. These are 83 babies as well, and they kind of got the coloration of the mother. These really nice, like super light checkers, but kind of got that bar on there as well. So these are going to look really, really good. Hopefully, I'm keeping a real close eye on them. All my medicine turned up before too, so I'm going to keep a real close eye on these, because I'm going to try and just keep these two back for the time being. I really want to raise some birds as like older birds. That is kind of where I want to get to, so I don't have to race as many, and I'll just have a whole bunch of birds that have flown out to 300, 400, 500 kilometers, and we can just keep racing them. But it's a pipe dream. We'll see how we get there. Fingers crossed that this year does go a little bit better than previous ones. Just watch around these little guys. They watching out for me thongs, sandals, whatever you want to call them. And this little guy, I'm telling you what, he's going to be something special. I actually think it might be a hen, to be honest. But it's like this dark sooty color. It's got a little bit of barring there, but it's got some real interesting checker patterns. It's got like the checkering down here, then like no checkering through here, and a little bit of checkering on the shoulder. So this might come through, but it's going to be a really, really nice looking bird, I think. And it's got a good bit of shape to it too, a lot of muscle so far already. But we will just see how it turns out. Like, this is the first one from this, and I'm really hoping that we can get these guys down again on eggs. That's why I've got that other bowl there, because I really, really want to try and get one of these little babies in the potato team. There's a couple of birds that I want to send, but so far I'm pretty happy and impressed with how that little one's turning out. Let's get him back over there. So much character, So hopefully the next round is 2 babies, and we'll just pick one of them out of there to slip a little potato ring on there, which is really good. Those eggs are still going. Just keep an eye on them. They're very funny, these little two, very friendly. And these 2 babies in here have hatched and they're doing really well as also. So just keeping a close eye on them. First round from that cockbird, so we'll keep a close eye on them, see how they turn out, because realistically you never know what's going to happen with pigeons. They throw some really interesting babies. I think Dagan is trying to peck my toe. Get out of it. And here she is, the character. So she's sitting on the 2 eggs. We put that nest bowl in there now that I'm going to let those 2 hatch out. I want to do an auction. That's my plan. For Australian people, I know there's a lot of, there's about 700 to 1,000 people from Australia that watch these videos. So there's a couple of you that do want the opportunity to buy some of these, and I generally don't sell pigeons. I'm not really interested in it, but I thought, you know what, let's just do something different, and we might try and sell a couple. They'll be full pedigreed, everything. It's just, so I told you, look how pink he's going to be. You're going to have another bath just to wash all that pinkness off. He's such a strange pigeon, I tell you. But most likely going to auction off 1 or 2 that are similar way bred to these, which will be interesting. I'm not sure. I'll probably just pick one of them maybe. Really friendly little babies too, and it's good to see that they are starting to use their nest bowl as well. That's why I put it in here, so that they can have their own nest bowl. But look how friendly they are. This real sweet little pigeons. Look at them. Huh? Such good temperaments. Oh, look, he thinks I'm going to feed him. See, this is, you can, oh, he's not being a bit funny, but that's what he wants. You got a bit of food in there. What are you being greedy for? Huh? Really nice pigeons. I'm just, I kind of like don't really want to sell some, but I've kind of committed to it, I think, now. But these are going to be something to watch, I tell you. Huh? Such a nice little, this temperament is really good. That's from the Vanderbilt side. They just have really good temperament. Oh, look at him. Such a character. Huh? So good. They're so nice. I like it like this, because these actually are, they will be half siblings to my special hen from last year that we got 2nd and 3rd from in the couple of races that we did race her. And then we actually clocked heaps of this hen's brothers and sisters. She was with them, but she obviously, her feet are not as quick, so she can't run through into the board. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. So maybe just stay tuned for those ones, because that most likely what will be in there. She's such a beautiful hen, this one too. I really don't think she's going to be racing anymore. Such a nice hen, I tell you. But I may even pair her back to the checker as well and do a round out of them, because that red checker, he's the key, I think. It's just too many good birds here at the moment. With speed birds, only speed birds that are reasonably decent, I think, out of these ones. But I'm waffling on. Just get a bit too excited and carried away sometimes. So look, it looks like we got our first red checker here. It might be like a very light checker, but let's get in a bit closer for you guys. But it's looking like it. Like I really wanted one. And it also looks like this might be an even lighter version of a checker. So 2 reds here and another one up there, plus all the mealies we've got in the other side. We've got a lot of these ash red pigeons this year, which is really good to see. That kind of got me off guard. I was not expecting that at all. Up until this point, we've bred just only 1 mealy out of that pairing. So wow, just really happy about that. Don't you get any funny ideas about laying another egg, okay? Because you're not having any more babies, okay? I don't think she better not be laying an egg. Come here. No, it's gonna have a little bit of a look and see. But these two, I tell you, these are gonna be little rippers. Look at the color on this guy. He's kind of reasonably dark. It'd be interesting to see how he molts out after this. He could go darker, he could go lighter, or he could just stay that same. But they're 2 very nice birds. They will be very interesting to see how they turn out, to be honest. Let's have a quick little wander through here. So at the moment, all the older birds have both sections. They're just having a bit of a run around and play. because what I'm doing, it's just too hot to fly the birds. There's no wind, and it's probably closer to 38 degrees at the moment. That's why there's baths all the way through here for these guys. But I've got the youngest lot up in here. Some of these have been flying around, but I thought I'll just get those older ones to train a few younger ones in there, because I want to get these all out this weekend. And they're looking really good. I think there's like 10 or so here. Let's move them out of the way. I don't want them mixed getting too crazy. And I did put the bath in here, but it doesn't really look like anyone has sort of jumped in there. So this was for the newer birds. So what we'll do is we'll just get them all back in there, and I'll let my breeders out. Oh, there's New Moon. I love that little hen. Look at that checkering on that. You're probably picking up that I'm really enjoying these dark checkers, I tell you. Come on. You too. Oh, look out. Here's Maverick. You're going to give us some attitude, are you? Come here. Oh, here he is. Look at him. You want to go to your perch? And you need to come as well. I don't know what this one is. Alright, good. So I just want to, I gave them the opportunity to have a bath and relax, but they didn't, because the water's nice and clean. Look at that. So we'll get all these older ones out, because they will love it. They will go in there. Look at them. Shock's just like, oh, that's my bath. I'm going to have that. I'm going to be the first one in there. It's probably a little bit camera shy, but I do want to have a look at some of these babies, so we'll have a bit of a creep in here. I just put Titan back in here last night, just to keep them two paired up without completely separating yet. I don't want them to lay eggs. I might take him out tomorrow or something for a night or two, then put him back in here. The only reason is I may pair them up to do one round if we do an auction, just because I really like the blacks that are coming out of there, and Leo is actually quite well bred, so I don't want to miss out on you know, sharing that genetics around. Let's have a quick look at these. These are super little thing. Oh, I've got a really good look at this big guy here. I tell you what, look at that. He is a big ball of muscle, and course shock. I know how much you love a good bath. Look at him. So, oh yeah, that's the goods. Yeah, some character pigeons in here, I tell you. This time of year, when it's hot, they can have as many baths as they want. I don't care. It's just to cool them down and just relax them. And they come back up here and sit in with the babies as well and cool them down, because they're still damp. So yeah, we'll see how they go. I'm really enjoying these babies though. I really don't think I'll put any of these in the auction, because these are really super. I tell you, these are just, it's hard to really get a good feel for them, but just look at them. These are going to be some serious sprint birds, I think, because I'm only doing the sprint series. I think our best chance of a colour bird actually making it to a race and maybe even clocking for us is going to be one of these speedy grizzles, because they just something different, I tell you. Look at them. And it's not just that, it's how well and how eager and whatnot they are to fly. Like, I would say these other speedy grizzles I had there would fly today in this weather, which is really weird. These babies aren't really enjoying the heat too much, so hopefully mum and dad come back up and give them a little bit of respite. These ones have got rings on it as well. Yeah, a little bit warm. They'll cool off shortly. And yeah, we may put them back down again. We'll just see. I'm going to try and shut a lot of it down soon, but we'll see how we do go with it. I just want to see Rosetta. Come on. Because one of these had small legs, so I had to pick the ring up the other day. It was down there yesterday, actually night. It was down there. So she's actually taken it off, or it's fallen off in here, and she's throwing it down out of there. So I'm keeping a close eye on it. These babies are the last round too, and Rosetta gets to have a little bit of a break, don't you, girl? Good girl. And Shock's got one in here as well. So what I did this time, because I want to see with Shock, we've had a bit of a problem with the babies over the last few years. None of the babies have really done anything for us. So what we've done is we've actually paired him up with his daughter, which is a daughter of Little Storm as well. She actually looks like Little Storm, apart from the crazy eyes and stuff like that. And we managed to get one baby out, and we'll just see how it turns out. I will race it, it's going to be pretty good. The main thing is I just want to see if that higher concentration of Staph Van Riet is going to be more beneficial for us, because crossing them into my birds has not worked. Even though this hen did make it out to 515 kilometers and she went on all the races, just there was no speed in them. They just weren't there. Like, they weren't there with the clock birds. They turned up a couple hours late, so I'm hoping that's the ticket right there for us. And we want to have a look at the first Barless split that we've bred in 2 years. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit of a test. So what we've done is I paired the Barless hen up, gave her a chance. She is well bred. She's quite got a down off Leo and stuff like that. So what we did is I paired her up with a son of 83. So hopefully the genetics that come out of this is going to put a little bit more into that, and then we can probably use this one. I might swap her over a couple of different cocks this year, and then we'll just pair those splits together. Hopefully we'll get a full Barless, because I really just want to see how far we can take them on training tosses. If I make it that far, I might even send them out to the race. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Everyone's enjoying the bath, and it's getting too hot for me. I'm going in the aircon. Sorry guys.